Hello, welcome to Start Smart. My name is David, and I am so glad to have you in today's episode, which will be more of an educational type of episode. We are going to be looking at how to start eating healthy. Now, eating healthy comes in very, very many forms for many different people. So I have a couple of pointers that I will be naming them down and I will be expanding on it. So the first one is try and eat food in the most natural form and as close to their natural form as possible, because the less a food is processed, the less it has additives, because additives make it very difficult for your body to recover from workouts, and also additives mess with the amount of hormones your body releases, also affecting how your body works, meaning additives just change up a lot of your body's working mechanisms. So you want to try and eat wholemeal and non-processed food as close to the natural form as possible. An example is oatmeal. We know oatmeal is processed just a little bit, but it is close to its natural form, or the form in which it usually comes in. And oatmeal is a good source of energy, and it is also a good source of carbohydrates. Now, the second point is allow yourself to be on a journey, especially for those just trying to live this new healthy eating lifestyle. Allow yourself to be on a journey. You are not going to adapt immediately to this type of lifestyle. It will take a lot of tries, and you will make errors once or twice, but every time you make an error, every time you slip up, you want to try and make sure that you bounce back, and you want to try and make sure that you go back to the routine that you had set out for yourself. It is not going to be easy, so you have to give yourself that room, or you have to give yourself that space to adapt to that type of lifestyle. Now, being a healthy eater is not the same for everyone. And why exactly do I say that? It's because healthy eating for some people will be eating 6 meals a day because they're trying to bulk up. For some people, it will be taking 2 meals a day. For some people, it's going to be being in a keto diet. For some people, it is going to be being vegetarian. And for some people, it is going to be being vegan. And for others as well, it is going to involve eating meat. It is not the same. A healthy lifestyle or trying to eat healthy, it is not the same, and it is because we all have our separate goals, we all have our separate needs. For those who are looking to bulk up or to add a bit of muscle to their body, they could eat between 6 to 8 meals a day. Now, for those trying to maintain, or for those trying to lose some fat, they could reduce it to 2 meals a day. And for others who are just trying to cut down on their meat intake, they could switch to vegetarian or to vegan fully. So because of this, a healthy lifestyle is not the same for everyone, and you shouldn't compare your healthy lifestyle to somebody else's. You should find one that suits you and one that you are extremely comfortable with. For the next point, we should try and get into a habit of cooking when you can. Cooking is not easy, and we at times are not able to do it all the time. Because of our different types of lifestyles, some of us could be living a very busy type of lifestyle where we are working from, say, 7 to 5, and we do not have time to make our own meals or to prep our own meals. So what we are only left to do is do a lot of ordering in and eating in restaurants. That is okay, but what you want to try and do is prepare your meals as much as you can, because once you prepare your meal, you know what you're taking. You know what you're taking in, whether it is healthy or not healthy, and whether it suits the type of lifestyle that you are trying to live. And with that in mind, you will always try and include something that is beneficial for your body and something that is beneficial to your lifestyle. So every time you get the chance, you want to try and make sure that you are cooking your own meals. We should also try and focus on quality over calories. What do I mean when I say quality over calories? Now, a lot of you are asking, what does Dave mean when he talks about quality over calories? Here's the thing: when we focus so much on our caloric intake, that is for those trying to lose weight, usually try and maintain between about 1,000 calories a day to 15 or below 1,500 calories in general. But for those trying to bulk up, want to try between 2,000 calories to 2,500 calories. So every single time that you to look at your calories, you get to your house, you prepare your meal, but every time you want to serve or every time you're looking to get a helping to eat, you look at your calories. Your brain is always looking at, okay, how many calories am I having today? The thing is, when you focus too much on your calories, your brain goes into a state where it is looking at the types of foods where you're not supposed to eat. It's always going to be looking at, okay, what am I not supposed to eat? You're always going to be too self-aware of what you're not supposed to eat. But when you look at the quality of the foods you're eating, be it vegetables, be it carbohydrates, be it proteins, your body is going to look at, it's going to focus more on how it can make the quality of your food better, such as reducing on the amount of processed foods that you take. That is why it is important to have or to look at quality over calories. Now, for our next point, we are going to be looking into having backup recipes. Or we should have recipes at our back pocket. And why do I say this? Because at times you may not have the creativity to think of what to cook, or at times you may get so busy that you may not have time to plan what you are going to prepare for your next meal. So have ready-made recipes at your back pocket where anytime you don't have time to think of what next to prepare, you just go to your backup recipe and quickly prepare it. It should be something that's easy to prepare for yourself and something that is also readily available. We should also try and practice meal prepping. Now, what is meal prepping? Meal prepping is cooking one meal and then having it over, or rather cooking one dish, and then having it over separate meals. An example that I like to do, I like to make rice, and after making rice for one day, or rather I'd make rice in the morning and eat it over lunch and probably over dinner as well, but eat it with different things. I could have rice and eat it with a bit of meat. I could have rice and eat it with beans or green peas. You just want to try and vary it. And this is the importance of meal prepping. It could also help you in tracking the amount of calories you are trying to take, because once you know you're supposed to take within 2,000 or 2,500 calories for those trying to stack up muscle, or for those trying to lose weight, taking to below 1,500, or for those trying to maintain, so they want to take up to about 1,200 or 1,300 calories. When you meal prep, you have a rough idea or an exact figure of the number of calories you are taking. So you could prepare soup and have that soup in separate meals and on different days, making sure that you are storing it in the fridge. Now, for the next point, we want to look at the different things that are an aspect to us, or an aspect to our health, or an aspect to what we eat. It's just about what's on the plate, really. When we're looking at what you're eating, or we're looking at trying to improve our eating habits, it's not just what we are on the plate, what's on the plate that keeps us healthy. It's also about the kind of environment that you are in while eating, because our environments bring out different eating habits. Some environments will make us take more calories or will make us eat more. Some environments will make us take more of processed foods or take more of junk foods. What I'm trying to say is, there's nothing wrong with eating processed foods, but you want to minimize the amount of processed foods that you eat at one point. You could have cheat days at least once a week where you take processed foods, but after that you want to try and make it healthy, and you also want to try and reduce on the fat. So it is more than just what's on the plate. It's more than the food. It's also the people you hang out with or the people you are with when you're eating, because we have certain friends that will spark certain eating habits that are not the best or are not the optimum type of eating habits that we would want for ourselves, who are trying to stay healthy. So what do? We want to try and be at our most optimum. We want to try and find environments that when we eat, we are eating healthy, we are eating right. We want to try and be around people who push us, or be around people who motivate us to try and eat healthy. I'm not saying that for those who trigger you to eat unhealthy, or for those who trigger you to take more calories than you should, that you should avoid them. No, but if you can, for as much of as long as possible, you should try and be around people who push you to try and live a healthy lifestyle. Now, this last point, or the second last point, if I may say, for those who are living a sedentary lifestyle, a 9 to 5, or 7 to 5, or 76, or 77 type of lifestyle where you're not able to work out as frequently as you can, you want to try and cut on fats and unhealthy fats. You want to try and have more vegetable oil, and you also want to try and cut on carbs, because this is what happens when your body doesn't go through or doesn't move a lot throughout the day. When you take a lot of carbs, when you take a lot of fats, the excess fat clogs in your vessels, it clogs in your veins, it clogs in your arteries, and in the end it increases the blood pressure that is in your system, and this is what leads to high blood pressure rather, and it could also lead to cardiac arrest. So when you are living a sedentary lifestyle, you want to try and eat as healthy as possible. And like I said, getting back to the first point, I had talked about how you want to try and eat foods that have been minimized on the processing and as close to their natural form as possible. And when you pair this with someone who's living a sedentary type of lifestyle where you're not able to work out or to move a lot, or just to get your body or your blood pumping, or to get some working, or to get cardio, you want to try and eat as healthy as possible. Now, as we come to the end of today's episode, I want to tell you, it is possible to be able to eat healthy. It is possible to be successful at living a healthy lifestyle. I want to appreciate you for joining us for today's episode. My name is David, and I will see you in our next episode. Stay safe.